Hello. So today we're going to talk about starting a presentation in Google Slides. So you would want to go to slides.google.com, like here, or google.com, or you could Google Slides. If you don't have a Google account, you'd want to set one up. That's kind of like the easiest way. I already have one, so I'll just go ahead and sign in here. But first, I wanted to show you if you're in the Drive, in Google Drive, and you want to get to Google Slides. If you're in the Drive, you can say New, come down to Google Slides, and select Google Slides. You can also get to Google Slides by clicking on the waffle and selecting it here. There's also Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Sites. So most of the Google apps are in here. If you don't see it in here, you can click on More from Google, and another page will come up with a list that you can choose from. So we'll go to Slides. Here's the main page of Slides. It usually has a little area here to start your blank presentation, some other templates, and then your projects down here. So we'll go ahead and start a new project. When you're creating a new presentation, you'll want to give it a title. So you want to come up here. Let's say we're doing a presentation on Slaughterhouse-5. That's one of my favorite books. And you'll want to add a title just so it's easy for you to find later. When you want to add slides, here's your first slide here. And then it kind of pops up over here in the corner so you can see a thumbnail view of it. You click on this plus here, it will continue to add more slides. Okay, so if we're on the first slide, and you can, put your own images in here, your own text, or you can also use a template. So sometimes the template function will just pop up here on the right hand side, so it has lots of ones for you to choose from, but we're going to kind of be creative today and do our own thing. And then you can also find the theme builder here and templates here under slides as well. It's another way to get to it. But we're going to work on our own today. Be creative. So the next thing we'll look at is adding text or media. So here's your first text box. So we'll put the title of the book in here. So that's adding text. You can control anything about the text up here. In this little bar, the boldness, the text, the font size, highlighting. You can do a lot of formatting of text in here and have a lot of fun with it. So you'll want to explore this toolbar up here. And then as far as inserting media, there's a couple of ways you can do that. You can come over here, insert image. So you can take an image from your computer. You can take an image from their stock in the web. So let's just say, well, since Slaughterhouse-5 is an anti-war book, or maybe, I wonder what comes up. Hold on 1 second here. Ah, the cover of the book. Nice. So there's choosing an image from their library. You can resize it, move it around. You can also choose an image from your own library. Sorry. Insert image from your computer. Let's see. Here's a nice one for the novel. The famous quote, "So it goes." So there's 2 ways you can add images and media. If you'd like to apply a theme, you can come up here and select theme, and it'll bring up different themes. I'll like the templates that you can use. That's also another option as far as media goes. And then really quick, you'd probably want to add a background. If you come up here to background, you can choose an image for your background. I always like to do colors. There we go. So now you have a first page, and then you can go on to your next pages and add whatever you'd like. Then when you want to present your slide, you'd want to come over here to share. You want to definitely make sure you change this from restricted to anyone with a link so that anybody you share it with can view it. Click done. You can get the link here. You can copy that to share with someone, send it to people. If you want to see a slideshow, you would click here and then it would run through your slides itself. So that's how you get started quickly if you want to just start a presentation in slides. I will show you one that's already done. Here's one that I used for another class for Slaughterhouse-Five. So you can see here you can get really creative with images. You can do different things with text, background. Here's where I have an image of all the different international covers of Slaughterhouse-Five as a background. You can add a drop shadow under text. You can highlight text, like this text is highlighted in red. Everything about this was this is a little graphic that you can download. You can download your own photographs. Here's another little place card holder that kind of goes over. This was just going over some general information about the book. But as you can see, you can add your own photos, your own text. For this presentation, I added a couple of personal items of Kurt Vonnegut, some letters he wrote in the war, which was really fun for students to see, letters that he sent to his family, personal photos of him in the war. We talked about PTSD. So you see here, just looking through these, there's a lot of things, a little timeline of PTSD, highlighting important things in red. There's a lot you can do. You know, if you're feeling creative and you don't necessarily want to just use a template. But sometimes templates are great because they work very quickly. So here's just a lot of really fun things that you can do. And these are all added images that I either got, you know, online or from the library that they offer, that Google offers. But yeah, there's a lot of fun things you can really, here's a nice fun one. I found a lot of tattoos that went with the book and created a little border with some other facts and important things about the book. You can have a lot of fun with fonts. This is a Moonrock font they have. So yes, you can get very, very creative. You can even add video. Here's a video we added to the end of the presentation that sort of summed up the ideas in the book. But you can have a ton of fun. So templates are cool, especially if you need to make a project really quickly. But I would suggest sort of being creative and just trying to add your own text. Maybe you can make a collage, find your favorite images online, that sort of thing. But it is a really great resource. You can put together things very quickly and have a nice professional looking presentation. Okay, thanks so much.